Where do you begin? Where do you start? How do you build it? How many reps? How many sets? Let me explain this right now. What's going on YouTube? Gabriel here, aka The Truth. Welcome back to episode 3 of Beauty and the Beast. I'm riding solo today because I'm talking about building training plan. So if you remember from episode 1, both Naisha and I went through critiquing our physiques. And from critiquing your physique, you then want to build a training plan for if you're bulking or cutting. So firstly, identify where the weak points are. Me and Naisha have already done this, but list it. Your weak points, your shoulders. Are your weak points your legs? Are your weak points your calves? But you need to know where your weak points are to know what you're going to correct. Alright, so number 2 is what days are you available? There is no point in getting a plan which is 6 days a week when you can only do 5 days a week. And that's a problem with a lot of the gurus out there. They're like, oh, this is the best plan for muscle building and rare tear. And I'm just like, come on. But what if you have other commitments? You're not any less of an athlete if you can only train 5 days a week. Now, when it comes to like cutting and stuff, especially for like, let's look at competition level. Minimum 5 days a week is what you want to be lifting. But if you can get 6, that's great. So then your split depends on your availability. So for example, you can train 6 days a week. Something like push, pull, legs, repeat would work great for you. So push, all the pushing movements, pull, all the pulling movements, legs, self-explanatory. Push, pull, legs, and do that twice. That covers 6 days for the week. Now, if you've only got 5 days a week, you can't do push, pull, legs because then it will be what? Push, pull, legs, push, pull. Oh wait, just leave legs out again. Most people would be happy with that, but nah, we're not skipping leg day on this shit. So then if you can only work 5 days a week, but you want to do something like push, pull, legs, you might do push, pull, legs, upper, lower. You get what I'm saying? So there's so many different variations that you can use, or you can go bro split. So push, pull, legs came about because they said for maximum muscle gain, you should train a muscle group twice a week, leaving 2 days in between. So say you have push on Monday, you then have push again on Thursday. But let's take a look at this properly. All these people push, pull, legs, slate the bro split of like one muscle group a day. If I do chest on a Monday, but then I also do shoulders on a Thursday, those two muscle groups overlap, and you'll find that a lot of the exercises that you're doing on both of the days will stimulate the other. If I'm doing some chest movements, I will stimulate the front delts. If I'm doing some shoulder movements, I'll stimulate the chest. So there's a crossover at some point. So this one, like, open your mind up a little bit more and then get to thinking about these things. Now, when it comes to picking exercises, keep it simple. I think the worst thing is seeing personal trainers that try to create like this mental flipping exercise. Hey Jimmy, so we're gonna do legs today. What I want you to do is I want you to stand on this Bosu ball. I want you to balance on one leg. I want you to shoulder press. I want you to kick out the side, and then I'm gonna attach a cable to the other leg. How's that sound? I'm gonna do 10 reps. I just find it mad. It's like you're creating these exercises to stimulate certain parts of the muscle. But then when if I tell you to bench, squat, deadlift, shoulder press, you're struggling. Sort out the essentials, sort out the basics, keep it simple, and keep it intense. So this brings me nicely onto this next topic, compounds. That's where you're gonna get maximum effort. That's where you're gonna get maximum gain, along with maximum calories burned. So then you wanna put the heaviest compounds first. So say you're doing a leg day. You have squats, leg press, leg extensions. There is no point in starting with heavy leg extensions. Yes, a lot of people use leg extensions as a warm-up. I can't because of my patellar tendonitis. So it's a different. Some people will use leg extensions as a warm-up. That's fine because it's a warm-up. Then squat. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't leave squat after flipping 5 exercises. And you're like, I think I might just squat on Friday before chest.
Why the fuck you lying?
So let's use Naisha as an example. Naisha's current split is very tailored to the category, and this is the same thing that you should do. So her weaknesses, what she feels is her shoulders and her legs. We don't need her to have a wider back because it's the bikini category. We also don't need to have her with some monstrously veiny chest and arms and stuff because it's bikini. We're not doing women's bodybuilding. So her current split, legs, quads focus. Damn, I forgot and I wrote the damn thing. Shoulders, then back and arms, because they're two areas that we need to stimulate, but we don't need to stimulate. Yeah, I can't think of the word. Then Thursday will be legs again, but hamstring focus, hamstring and glutes. Both days are, so it's quads and glutes, hamstrings and glutes. And then Friday finally is chest and shoulders. So you can see that the shoulders are being hit twice, the legs are being hit twice, and because she's got 5 days available to work out, the 1 day left is to hit the other muscle groups, which we're not looking to really pack on loads of muscle and, you know, really stimulate. It's more to just keep them the maintenance there. So now on to the most commonly asked question. What rep ranges do you need to burn fat? What rep ranges do you need to build muscle? What rep ranges do you need to tone? Toning is the same as muscle building. Reps for cutting don't exist. Reps for general muscle building do exist. Your body is a survival system. If you're not giving your body a reason to retain the muscle mass that you have, it will disperse it. If you're just lifting light, and the same load isn't being applied to the muscle that you were doing previously, what's gonna happen? Bye. Don't need you anymore. And then you'll be shredded and then small. And that's why some people, they get shredded and they look small. If you want to keep that fullness, you want to keep that thickness, and you will sacrifice some muscle gain, but what we're trying to do on a cut is not sacrifice too much unnecessarily. There's a lot of information that goes out around it. No more than 6 reps, no more. I do 12. I do 15. It's 15 to stat. So much information, what do you choose? 6 to 12 reps is my recommendation. It's what's worked for a lot of clients, and it's a nice, comfortable number that you can put the weights quite high, but not feel like you're about to like literally die if you go for one more set, one more rep. Now for each big muscle group, ideally the way that I draw out my plans is for each muscle group. So to take chest, if I'm doing chest and triceps, I find that my chest is weaker compared to my triceps in terms of aesthetics and looks. So chest is why I'd want to stimulate more. So I would look at maybe 3 to 4 exercises for chest, and then 2 or 3, depending on time, for triceps. And this is the same for every muscle. So if you're looking at quads, you want to hit maybe 3 or 4 on the quads, and then maybe 2 or 3 on the glutes. Do you get what I'm saying? Are you following me? Are you following me? Following? And then in terms of sets, 3 to 4, sometimes 5. You might want to throw in a drop set. And that a drop set is where you'll start at a heavier weight. You'll do maybe 10 reps, you'll drop the weight down a little bit, you'll do 10 reps, drop the weight down a little bit, do 10 reps, and then that's your drop set complete.
Psst, Gabe, what weight do I start on? Do I start on like really light, or do I start on really heavy? I tried to start heavy one time on bench press. I almost killed myself. I almost died.
Starting weight, this is a tough one sometimes, because you're like, I don't know my 1 rep max. I don't know it. I don't even know percentages. Then you feel like you're flipping maths genius in the gym. So like, if that's 85% or 100, then I shouldn't be hitting about this weight. All right. But it doesn't have to be that hard, trust me. So what I recommend to start is use what's called an RPE. Rate of perceived exertion. So that's where, like, especially personal trainers, they use it all the time. You'll be on the treadmill. Obviously, like RPE 10, that's like maximum effort. You feel like you're about to die. What's your RPE right now?
Boy, if you don't get
Rate of perceived exertion is a chart that's actually used, and I would recommend RPE 8. What does RPE 8 mean? As a rough guideline, you should have 2 or 3 reps left in the tank. So you finish it and it'll be tough, and you'll be like, whoa, that was a hard set. But if you were to go for an all-out max, then you would probably get about 2 or 3, possibly the third extra one will be quite bad form. So now to actually get your RPE, you do the set and you think, okay, yeah, I could have done 2 or 3 more reps. Now let's test that. Do another set and go all out, max reps. If you hit 2 or 3 more than what you did previously, then your RPE is correct. If you do 5 more, take 2 off, and that's your true RPE. Because a lot of the time, we only push ourselves as far as we see ourselves go. Does that make sense? So you might say, oh, I can only do 8 reps on 100. So that's your RPE. That's comfortable. Then someone goes, come on, let's go. They're motivating you. They're screaming in your ear. If that works for you, they're screaming in your ear, come on, ah! And then you get 15 reps. You've now set the bar for yourself. And now you've seen it. You felt it. You've seen it.
I think that
You can't go back. But a lot of us like to sit in that comfortable patch. And for fat loss and for contest prep, you need to come out of your comfort zone. Trust me on that. So you've got your training plan, you've got your starting weights. Now it's time to progressively overload. Progressive overload is gradually increasing the weight or reps, and I'll explain that in a second. Gradually increasing the weights slowly every week. And this is, I'm talking like slow. 2.5 kilos each week. 1 kilo if need be. But increasing it slowly each week. So you're continuously putting your muscle under progressive overload. And the reason why I said reps as well is that sometimes you, on certain exercises, like say lateral raises, there is no way in hell for like 12, 16 weeks or whatever that you'll be able to keep adding 2.5 kilos, let alone 1 kilo. It's a small muscle group. It's not like the squat, bench, deadlift and all that kind of stuff that you can put on 1 kilo, you don't really feel it. You put 1 kilo on a lateral raise, you're you feel it. So then in that situation, it's then if I got 8 reps the last week, but then I tried to go up and then the reps decreased to like 5 reps, then I'll be like, oh crap, that's too much. Let me see if I can get 10 reps. Do you get what I mean? So increase the weights, increase the reps slowly. So then you might get to like, you might be able to bang out 12 reps or something. Then you step it up a weight, then you're like, now I can do the 8 on the increased weight. Do you get what I'm saying? But you need to keep a track of all of that. But yeah, there is no difference between a training plan for a cut or a bulk. All that happens is as you go deeper into the cut, things will become harder. Recovery times will become a lot longer. At the start of your prep, you might be able to do 10 reps on 100 with like 60 seconds rest and you can go straight again. When you get deep into the cut, you might be able to do 100 kilos for like 10 reps and then you have to rest for like 3 minutes. And then later on down the line, that's where you start introducing stuff like rest pause. So that's where like you'll do maybe 3 reps, you'll rest for like 10 seconds, then you'll bang it out again, rest for 10 seconds, bang it out again. So the total amount of reps and volume that you wanted to get is still there, but you're using a rest pause method. And yeah, there's different things that you can use deeper into a cut, which I might touch on in another video. If you want me to, leave it down in the comment section. But that is it. If I've left anything out, let me know. If anything's not clear, let me know. Hope this video helps you guys out and clears things up for you. But until next time, on the next episode of Beauty and the Beast, which will be with both me and Naisha, I'll catch you soon. Peace.